One of the very important questions that you need to address if you're planning of going abroad for your masters is which college? Quite often I have seen students shortlist colleges on the basis of the ranking. May that be US News ranking or may that be the QS ranking. How much weightage do I give to these rankings? Answer is quite less actually. Let's try to understand how I help students shortlist the right college for them. To understand this, we need to understand what is the motivation for us to go abroad. Are we going abroad because we need knowledge? Answer is no. We are going abroad because we believe the degree that we get will help us in the right career path to get us to the right jobs, which will then get us the permanent residency and the citizenship. If that is the case, then what is our greatest motivation? The answer is very simple: job. So how do I shortlist the college? Number one, I look for states where jobs are available and I see to it that only these states are being looked at. Probably there's a fantastic college with great amount of research happening, with great set of faculty members, but in a state where opportunity is not there. Then why should I prefer that college? So yes, the first rule is jobs should be there. But here again you need to understand, we are Indians, we are foreigners. When we go there, how do we improve our chances of getting a job? We improve the chances of getting a job by doing internship. So more importantly, therefore, I look for those states where internship opportunities are there. Now do remember, internship opportunities in the field of IT could be in certain states, while for industrial engineering could be in some other. So basis the area of specialization, the states have to be zeroed down and then colleges have to be selected there. An average college in a state of opportunities is much better than a fantastic college in a state that does not have opportunities. Similarly, once you have zeroed down on the state, you also need to be careful of the location of a college. For example, you might have a great college in a rural background, vis-a-vis that an ordinary college in an urban background where there are corporates around you which can give you internship opportunities, then you should obviously opt for the latter. I'll give you an example of US. I'm sure you've heard about San Jose State University, SJSU. Now, if you were to look at the ranking, it does not come anywhere in the top 100. But believe me, getting an admission is a great challenge because everyone knows that your chances of getting internship is huge if you are in that college, for a simple reason, it's in Silicon Valley. So that parameter of internship is a very important one. The second thing that I normally look for is to avoid colleges where racism is very heavy. Yes, when you go to a foreign country, you will experience a bit of discrimination. But fact of the matter is there are many other states across various countries where discrimination is not too huge. And more importantly, we are not just talking about discrimination by your peer group or students. What if you were to go to a college where the companies discriminate when it comes to recruitment? So I avoid colleges where I know discrimination is very high, because at the end of the day, remember, jobs are essential, and for us to get jobs, we need the support of the corporate world, the companies. I'm against states where the level of partying is very high in terms of drug flow and in terms of the gun culture. Safety is very important. When you go to a new country, remember, the support system is not going to be as strong as what you have in your native country. So when you do have option, why should we go to those colleges or states where the ability to get drugs is very simple? You may say you will not use a drug, but believe me, there are colleges where there will be a peer pressure because everyone or most of them are. Yes, there are students who avoid, but if we can avoid the place itself, why not? I am against colleges where the percentage of Indians is very heavy. The reason is very simple. To cite an example of US, when you do go to US, should you not learn how to interact with the whites? Should you not learn how to interact with the blacks? Should you not learn how to interact with the natives there? When we go to a state or a college where too many Indians are there, we tend to be with our own kind. Yes, that probably gives us a comfort, but no, that does not prepare you for the real life outside. But that is not the only reason why I'm against colleges where the percentage of Indians is high. Do understand, if there is a company that comes in and says Indians are allowed, guess what? Every single student will send the application. So you are going to compete for part-time jobs, for internships, for full-time job with all the other Indians as well. And most of us don't have profiles which are so extraordinarily different. Most of us Indians have very similar profile. That increases the risk. So I normally avoid colleges where the percentage of Indians is too heavy. But yes, I also avoid colleges where percentage of Indians is less, because whatever said and done, you do need people around you whom you are comfortable with, at least initially. Fourth element which I am very careful about is the weather itself. Don't fool yourself. Quite a few places are very, very cold. Now most of us, we need Surya Namaskaram in the morning. We need sun to provide us the heat. For example, my metabolism goes down, my efficiency goes down in cold. Then I probably should not prefer a place which is very cold. 9 months in a year, if you are wearing a double sweater, imagine how comfortable you will be. Yes, if you do not have a medical problem like asthma or a problem of dust allergy and various other things, you probably can go still, and yes, your body will be able to adjust. But if you do have a medical phenomena, then avoid such places. And that is something that you need to be aware of. Now, these four are the critical things that I look for before I advise. And yes, overall, the fifth one is also very important, the budget. Sometimes I get students who come and tell me, I want to go to a college because my senior got scholarship there. And I keep saying, scholarship is not a good news. Scholarship basically means that you sold yourself low. Unless and until your profile is James Bondish, believe me, if you have an average profile and if a college is giving you scholarship still, then the college does not attract good profile. That is what it means. So rather than going to a college which gives you scholarship, go to a college which probably is not very expensive. There are good colleges, not very expensive. Why not fight for those? I keep telling my students one thing, don't sell your dreams cheap. Shortlisting of college is the most important input that I provide to my students planning to go abroad. Then of course, it is also about how to get into those colleges, what sort of profiles that you need to build. If you do have any queries, see to it that you are pinging me in this number so that I can understand your problem and guide you accordingly. But yes, this big decision needs informed choices. Take your time, discuss with experts, and then go ahead, apply, join, benefit, and live.